college experience yet, but you can kind of see the track record of some of these guys and how they've played in big games. And, you know, a guy like Hendrickson has been a guy that's always stepped up in big games. So that's obviously something you look for, and really good young goaltending group for U.S. We'll see what they choose.
Now the puck at center. Bednarik after it. Conley, he had a big game last night. Picked up an assist in that setback to Sweden. Puck coming through center. And rolled in from there. USA back to retrieve. Skahan gets it out to center off a Mooney skate. LJ Mooney was very impressive in his debut for Team USA as he had a goal and an assist last night. He's headed to the University of Minnesota. Of the penalties against them as Sweden had 6 minutes of power play time in that game. Now the Finns working the perimeter, trying to get it out front. That was blocked, comes back to the point. Moving in, now dishing off. Two-way cross, what a pass and a shot by Koivu. Aatos Koivu on the weak side, hammers home the one-timer, and the Finns cash in quickly on the power play, just 25 seconds.
That can be the one problem when you pressure up top on the penalty kill. If it gets out of sorts pretty quick there, when you a fall there accidentally opens up a lot of things, especially east-west, and not much there for Hendrickson to do on that one, having to, stay honest on the shooter.
So just 2:29 into the game, a power play goal going against Bednarik. Finns again control the draw. Throws it towards the front. Hendrickson sticks that away. Saarelainen keeps it in the offensive zone. Now Saarelainen in the slot takes the shot. That was blocked by Mooney. Puck goes to the far side. Saarelainen gets it back to the point. Long bomb just misses on the glove side. Rebound controlled. Finland with good pressure here. Kettinen in the corner. Tuva plays it around to the far side. And Finland really taking it to the United States here early on. Another block by Conley. And he'll finally in to give his team a 1-0 lead. Finns win the draw, and they control. 4-on-4 hockey here. This shot deflected, goes over the goal.
Instead of trying to do 2 or 3 different jobs.
So what's the key there? What do you mean by trying to bring the defense out? What's the advantage there as Park carries in for the U.S.?
Well, I think a lot of defensive structure nowadays, everyone's trying to protect the front of the net. So being able to pull the puck up top, having 3 different attack angles.
Blocker to get that top corner covered. Now Koivu again, a one-time rocket. This time it's blocked, though, and didn't get through as Rushevitz got in front of it. Tuva with it again. Brings it back to the point. Long shot over the top of the net. USA Blue back at full strength. As out of the box is Osborne. Quick shot and a great save there as Hendrickson just got a piece of that shot right out in front as Vesterinen got a shot. Another sharp angle shot as Ruhonen tried Hendrickson from a sharp angle and correct. Now Sari, who is a Minnesota Wild draft pick, number 14, feeds it across. Long shot knocked down in front. Now here's Mooney. Mooney picking his way through center. Big center ice hit. Iserman, the Boston University first-round pick, also of the New York Islanders. Won gold last year, and obviously he'll be a big force for the red, white, and blue. But GM John Van Beesbrook said yesterday, gets it down low. Bruszewski trying to get it out front, lost an edge. Now a shot and a goal from a sharp angle coming out from behind, and the United States.
Yeah, they gave him a lot of space there right below the dots, and he just cut in and fired one, and I think he caught the goalie sleeping a little bit.
So the San Jose Sharks, Mason Moe on the draw, who's headed to the University of Minnesota, wins it. Long shot, it's a leg, goes to the corner. U.S. though, E.J. Emery got to it, but because last year he played with Riker Lee on the Capitals.
Riker Lee's been one of my favorite players since I saw him at 15 years old. He had 11 scoring chances on the PK alone. I I'd never seen that before, and that kid is a freak with the puck on his stick.
Not here on this squad. Sure, Mason Moe was a little disappointed at that because they were a great combination at Madison in the USHL with the Capitals.
I think Mason Moe's development's been kind of interesting. I think, even talking to the goal, I think will create some chances just because he's in such a blocking position.
Now the puck out at center.
Really good hold there by Skahan.
Yeah, he's been good these first 2 games. Now back in Conley, beautiful feed shot, and it's saved there. Kirkla comes up with a huge save on Kevan who walked right down Broadway. Kevan with a great chance there, but couldn't get it to go. The Arizona State commit. Now Brushevitz lets it fly right on, and this is a play.
Pretty amazing first 10 minutes. Look off the rush. What a pass there by Kevan, and the CHL that I think it's a great opportunity for players to go play college hockey. They develop, get stronger, play against really good competition.
Koivu picks up a hooking penalty here, so the United States with all the momentum here in this period. And right there in the center zone, back to the blue line. Here's Mooney, walks in, still with it. Now curls back, brings it to the blue line to Harrington. Mooney again walks in. Tries to go across the box. Pass was deflected. One-timer blocked. Big block there by Higuhari. McKinney on the far side. Koivu out of the box. And the Finns are back at full strength. Better structure with the second unit.
For sure. I love LJ Mooney there. He came downhill. There wasn't a great look. Peeled back around, got a better look. Obviously, great play there by the Finnish PK.
Quick shot by Moe right on. Way through center, across the line. Puts the brakes on. Tries to get it to Moe, but a great back check by Koivu to shoulder him off the puck, and he'll start back the other way. Koivu plays it in.
Koivu seems to always be around it. His tenacity on the puck, and especially from the defense to the offensive zone, he just always seems to be around it.
Now in the corner, Emery plays it up the wall, not out. Shot and a goal from a sharp angle. Surprises Parsons.
It's kind of a big part of their success in the second period, but what a release here by Roope Vesterinen. That's an NHL release for sure. There for Harkins to make.
Vesterinen scores.
They've had last time.
Their third chance on the power play, and they score! And go, and it was tipped in front, and just like that, just 6.
Osborne right there, right away off the power play, ready to fend off the pressure and attack, come downhill, and good job by Bednarik into the front of the net with a really good tip, and just like that, we're back 2-2.
To get back in front.
You can see the USD activating, especially off that rush. Mooney does a great job possessing, coming all around the D, but the biggest problem is if you have those active D, if you don't get a shot on net, coming back the other way can be, detrimental. And they've been giving up some odd-man rushes here early.
But I think that's been part of the key for the U.S. to get some offense right on the doorstep. Koivu, a couple of whacks at it, and Parsons stood tall to make both the saves. And now we get a penalty on Whipple for going after Koivu after the fact. And will it only...
Yeah, it seemed just like a kind of harmless battle out front. Whipple kind of took a shot there behind the net, and then again, Koivu's kind of been...
It keeps going. You got to keep it going. And right there, he comes from behind with the cross check. Now Cross trying to set up Koivu. That's how they got their first and only power play goal, was that Koivu one-timer on the weak side. That time, it was defended well. Now Tuva slips it down low. Ruhonen puts it in front. Knocked down by Kleber. And
he's 6'4". Kind of lets the puck in the game come to him a little bit more than, being so active.
Koivu brings it back in, drops it off at the far blue line. They fight to keep it alive, and it's played around to the near side. U.S. gets to it first, but can't control it cleanly. And now Uvihari with it. Back at the near point, Tuva walking in. Uvihari. Koivu, one-timer, partially blocked. Back to the corner. Park tried to spin free. Zellers takes the man down. He's going to go. He got the hook in there.
Koivu has been on the other end of those penalties about 4 times now. And I got to give him credit. If you're in the mix and you have the puck on your stick and guys are trying to take you down, you're going to get those calls.
But the Finns come up with it. Rocket by Koivu goes high off the glass. Tuva with it. Uvihari. Koivu. Uvihari back to Koivu. Walking in. Takes the shot and scores! Koivu, his second of the afternoon. His second power play goal.
It's all over the ice. Shooting threat on the power play. Willing to kind of cut back to the middle and make plays. And, you know, right here, U.S. doing a pretty good job on the PK, kind of keeping things to the outside, but just a really sneaky release that the U.S. is going to be chasing it again a little bit.
Right now. And Osborne gets it at the blue line. Conley covered quickly, gives to Osborne, now to Mooney, back to Osborne, walking in, over to Conley, tries to go back the other. Rushevitz charges in, Parsons goes to the bench, extra attacker on. Osborne trying to keep it in the zone, can't. Zellers now with it, fires it in from there. Mo to the corner, tied up there.